See, let me just start telling you now. This chinchin recipe, you need only one banana. And my dear, if you are not careful, you will not have any food throughout the day because this chinchin recipe, you're just going to be eating it and eating it and eating it. That was what happened to me when I made this chinchin recipe. Welcome back to my channel. You need one banana. You can see I did peel it, chop it into my blender. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of honey. Follow me carefully. In fact, go and get your pen and paper and start writing the ingredients. You need 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. For this recipe, we are not using egg. We need 1 tablespoon of sugar. Condensed milk has sugar, banana has its own kind of sugar, and honey has sugar. So I added little milk and vanilla flavor. The best flavor I would advise you use for this recipe is banana flavor. But my dear, I don't have banana flavor now. What are we going to do? So I added vanilla flavor. Just 1 cupful is okay. I'm going to blend it and set it aside. Like as I said, your banana has sugar, your condensed milk has sugar, your honey has sugar. So you may decide to skip your 1 tablespoon of sugar, but I added 1 tablespoon. You know now, make it not be like say we not add sugar at all. So now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to add in the mixture after blending it till smooth into 2.5 cup of flour. We are not using more than 2.5 cup of flour for this recipe. And I'm going to go on now to add in my other ingredients. If this is your first time of stopping by my channel, you're so welcome. And if you've been here before, good to have you here once again. And if you haven't subscribed, to subscribe to Debbie's Kitchen, to like and share, to hit on the notification bell for more yummy recipe coming your way. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add in my baking powder. I'm going to add in my butter. I'm just using 50 grams of butter. And I'm going to mix. Then go on now to add in the remaining milk. I use 125 ml of milk and half teaspoon of baking powder. I didn't add salt because my butter contains salt, but if you're going to add salt, don't add more than half teaspoon of salt. So that's for that. So I'm going to add in the remaining milk and get my dough together. In fact, the 125 ml of milk was just perfect for 2.5 cup of flour, and it got my dough together. We're going to go on now to roll and cut, as in oh my god, this is one of the most delicious chinchin recipe I've had in recent time. Excuse me, it is so yummy. After making it, as in, I was eating, I say, wait, is this chinchin or something else? The combination of these ingredients I used gave this chinchin recipe the taste that you will not forget in a hurry. I'm going to roll my dough to flat, trim the edges, the normal way you cut your normal chinchin or your regular chinchin. Then I'm going to just cut my chinchin the way you do it, you know now. And I'm just going to set it aside. Now, if you have watched to this point, I want you to thumbs up this recipe and tell me what you think. Are you going to try it? And if you have tried any of my recipe, let me know in the comment section which of my recipe is your favorite recipe and which one would you like to see. Comment in the comment section below. And those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. Those of you that does share my videos, I am so amazed. When I got the report from YouTube about the number of shares, I see people watching my videos from WhatsApp. I'm asking myself, I don't post my recipe on WhatsApp. It means you guys are really sharing my recipes and people are watching it. I am really grateful. I can't do this channel wouldn't have been where it is without God's help and without your help. I really appreciate all your efforts. I do not take it for granted. So after chopping my chinchin recipe, I'm going to set in a tray. I love this chinchin recipe. There is no water because, my dear, the thing does not use to, you don't need much flour. You don't need to dust with much flour. It does not stick together. It will not cause your ear to full. As in, stress-free chinchin recipe, and yet very delicious. So I'm going to just set it in my tray. Even if I did pile it on top of each other, it won't stick together. As in, no stress. You don't need to waste your flour. Keep that flour for another recipe, you can see. So now we're going to go on now to fry. So I'm using a white fry pan, a little bit deep. You deep fry for this recipe. If you do not have this kind of fry pan that is deep, if your own is shallow, my dear, use your pots. Use your pots. But this fry pan is okay. So I'm just going to check. Now the oil is hot. You need to fry on medium heat. If it is too hot, reduce your heat. Like now my oil is a bit too hot, so I had to reduce the heat a bit until it was bubbling the way it showed, like this. Now you can see the oil did not foam. This recipe, your oil will not foam, it won't spill, your chinchin will be frying beautifully like this. So once I have a slightly golden brown look, start taking it out of the oil, because as you keep taking it out of the oil, the other remaining chinchin in the oil, they're just going to continue to become darker and darker, as in they'll continue to be looking more golden brown. And if you don't start taking them out of the oil early, the last set will be burnt. So once you just have that slight golden brown, start taking them out of the oil. And our yummy chinchin recipe, this is batch 2. I think I had like 3 batches for this chinchin recipe. So this is batch 2. You can see it bubbling slightly. Medium heat is what you need. It won't spill. The oil is clear. As in, you need to write down this chinchin recipe. Just one banana, that's what you need. I want you to hit on that notification bell, thumbs up this video, comment, do like and share. Don't just watch and go now. People should comment. Thumbs up this video. It will help YouTube to keep pushing my videos and keep helping Debbie's Kitchen to grow. So our batch 2 chinchin recipe is ready. We are done frying batch 2 and bam. This is the beautiful looking chinchin that we got at the end of the day. Now, banana chinchin is really beautiful. Outside the fact that it is tasty, it is beautiful. Just mainly looking at it, you start salivating, and definitely you will not be disappointed because it came out extra delicious. So I just have a jar. This jar is for my daughter, but my dear, I borrowed it. I borrowed it without tax, but I want to keep it in an airtight container because this chinchin, I need to supervise it so that when I'm not around, they will not finish it. So let me cook it in this container so that this children will not finish it for me. Because that's what they do when I do recipe before I come back to film. It has finished. So now look at it. Look at the chinchin looking beautiful. In fact, my daughter's name is on the jar because it's her own. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. To like, share, and subscribe. And see you in my next one. Bye-bye. Good to have you here. See you next time.